All right, everybody, welcome to Behind the Blaze. I'm here with
Paige Turner,
Caden Schaffner,
and myself, Jared Garner, and we're going to be going over the JROTC edition of the podcast. All right, so Paige Turner, what does JROTC teach?
So JROTC really just teaches a bunch of life skills, and it's a really big leadership program that just helps kids get ready for their future.
Okay. And Schaffner?
it really just teaches you how to work with other people. I feel like I've learned a lot.
Okay. And why is JROTC a good program for the youth, for the 8th graders?
How to figure out how to work through problems and stuff. It's just been really big help in that way. It has helped me mature so much and helped me figure out what I want to do. I know when I was in middle school, I was kind of a goofball. And I know if I didn't do JROTC, I definitely would have been a completely different person and I would have a different outlook on life. And because of JROTC, I feel like I know more about the world.
Okay.
So.
And Paige, what do you think about that?
I completely just agree with what she said, and also adding on to that, JROTC has really helped, like, just life skills and things with, like, how to be a better person and just work ethic and all of that too, which really helps when it comes to high school or having a job or seeing if you want to go to college or really just figuring out what you want to do after high school.
Okay, I can see that. And then about extracurriculars. So I've heard a lot about the drill team. I've heard a lot about the drone team. What about that?
Okay, so our drill team, we've gone to several competitions throughout this past season. We are district champions 3 times in a row. That falls into color guard and exhibition as well. And we also have our JLab team and which is academic bowl team. And one of those teams is actually heading to Washington, D.C. for nationals this year. So it's incredible.
So were you a part of any teams while you were a part of the national championships? Okay. And what's your experience on that? Like, what was it like?
Yes, I was a part of the drill and raider team. There were a lot of good moments. It was kind of a crazy trip, honestly. And as a senior, it's really hard to realize that there's good moments fleeting and you kind of take things for granted. But there were so many great memories I have with my other classmen and my other seniors and just a lot of experiences. I got to meet a lot of people in the military and just people I got to meet who just really gave me some really good advice just for my life after high school.
Okay, so our drill team, it's broken into 3 parts. So there's the drill team, the exhibition team, and then the color guard team. So our drill team, they march in groups with or without rifles. And they're graded based on their performance, how they look, their uniform appearance, and everything. Our exhibition team is actually a more creative part of that. So they flip rifles and they create our own routines. And we've got first place in every competition we competed in this year, I think.
That's amazing.
And yeah, it was such a fun team to be on. And then our color guard team, we've gone on the past 3 years a trip to North Carolina, and we do color guards for the American Legion World Series there. And we compete, we present color guards for all sorts of things all over the county and the state. And they're fun teams. It's a difficult team with a lot of bearing and discipline, but it's a very fun experience.
That's really good. So you guys travel a whole lot, right?
Oh yeah, we're traveling all the time. We're going to Kentucky, North Carolina. One of our cadets, actually, Odair Villalobos, he is traveling down to Daytona, Florida to compete in nationals for exhibition. He was our captain as well. So yeah, that's a great thing. He's done incredible this season.
So do you have to be in JROTC to be a raider or be a part of the drill team?
So to be a part of our teams, you do have to be in JROTC. But if you're in JROTC, that does not mean that you have to do those teams. The extracurriculars are an option on our team and in our program, but you don't have to do them.
What about the obstacle course as well? Because I've seen the whole, all the walls and everything else, monkey bars.
So that's for our raider team. So if you haven't seen outside of our high school, we have a huge obstacle course with a bunch of crazy obstacles. So almost every day we have practice. We run out there. We run the course several days a week. You will see our raider team running 5Ks, and it's just kind of just a endurance and strength thing.
So do you go on the obstacle course during class? Is that something?
Sometimes we do. We do a lot of work out there, but some days when our instructor likes to be nice, we might go out there and run it sometimes. You know?
I love that. So some may wonder if JROTC has anything to do with the military, because you've said that you've met with people in the military on your drill comps and things like that. So what does that have to relate to?
So we really have nothing to do with the military. Like, yes, we do have like the uniform and all of that. But overall, our program is just to make you a better person, teach you life skills. And yes, when we go on these trips, you meet people in the military, but they in no form or fashion encourage you to absolutely, like, that's not what you have to do when you get out of high school.
Okay.
Yeah, JROTC is not a recruitment program at all. It's building foundation. It can help if you decide you want to go into the military. It is not required, and it is not a requirement for you to join the military.
So you can go to all these comps and wear the uniform, but you don't have anything to do with the military?
Nothing at all.
Wow. Okay. And what are your plans after JROTC? Is it the military? Is it college? The workforce?
So my plans after high school, I will be becoming a Black Hawk pilot, hopefully, for the Army. So as soon as I graduate, I hope to go to basic and just get started.
Okay.
My plans, I'm going to college at Middle Tennessee State University, and I'll be doing ROTC over there, actually, which is the college level version of this program. And I'll also be joining the Tennessee National Guard.
All right. Thank you guys for sharing. And I'm here with
Cadence Schaffner.
Paige Turner.
All right. Thank you guys so much for being on this section of the podcast.
Now we have.
And now we have.
Wait, we can't wait. You're good.
What?
We got to wait for the roll to start.
Oh, my bad. All right.
Okay.
And now we have.
Luis Benitez.
Okay. And what is your role in JROTC?
My role was being the main person of seeing all the cadets. I was there with Cadence Schaffner, helping her with all the little ones we have.
The little ones.
I got you. We try.
I was overlooking all the little. I was overlooking all the different students we have in the program, all the cadets, and everyone we have in this battalion as a program.
All right. And for you, what is the best part about JROTC?
I'd say the best part about JROTC is all the friendships and all the memories you can make through different people and meeting different people throughout that you wouldn't expect to see on an everyday basis.
Wow. And how many cadets do you have in the program?
As of the school year of 2023-2024, we had 200 cadets. So we're expecting to have 250 or 300 for next year.
300 for next year that's pretty amazing, actually. That's a lot of people improving, their careers and things like that and making friendships, as you all have said. How often do you have to wear your uniform, like in JROTC? Because you sometimes see them out and it's like, dang,
Yeah, the uniform, we don't really wear it that often. We wear it about maybe once, twice, every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it's like you wear it once and then you're done for 2 weeks and then you wear it again.
That's not bad. And then do they have to wash their uniform?
We dry clean them, but you don't have to dry clean them if you're not wearing it that often. So.
And then what about PT? You've heard a lot about PT and the obstacle course.
So everyone makes it seem like PT is the worst thing ever. It's really not.
Right.
I try to make it as fun as possible. We have dodgeball, kickball. We go around the obstacle course. We do a lot of different team building things. So it won't be just a bunch of push-ups and pull-ups. Because, I already know y'all hate that stuff. So we try to make it fun. We try to make it enjoyable so everyone has a little bit of fun with it and doesn't make it as a boring workout task.
I love that. So it's not, just or kind of like PE where you just have to dress up and then it's like, oh, man.
Yeah, none of that walking stuff. A bunch of circles, none of that.
Yeah, we try and make things at our program enjoyable too. While we do PT and stuff, we try and make it as fun as we can.
Especially for the freshmen too.
Yeah,
because that's a big thing for them. It can seem really scary. And then it's like, you're just playing dodgeball.
Yeah, we want to make it fun and make sure we have those kids coming back because it really is an incredible program, especially as you grow older in it.
Right. Is JROTC a discipline program? So if I'm a parent, would I put my son in there who he's just off the walls, right? Would I put him in there? So
JROTC is not a discipline program, and we are not training your kid to be a better kid. We are really a maturity thing. So we're gonna, yes, you could say grow up a little bit, but you're also mature and you're gonna be respected and around those adults and stuff. They're gonna want you in colleges and schools and workplaces. They're gonna want you because you do have that different level of maturity than most other high school students would.
Okay, so you have to. Maturity it's a given, right? but you're also going to end up more mature than your peers after high school.
Yes.
Okay. And then what about the credits you can get from JROTC? You've heard a lot about that.
You get a lot of credits, especially PE and wellness for your first 2 years. After
Right.
that, you get your government and personal finance for like 3 years. Your third year, and then you get an elective if you want to do it again. And you also have the possibility of getting dual enrollment credit for college your fourth year. So there's a lot of credits you can earn. It's a lot of fun doing them too. And it's probably a better route than going to every individual class in a high school career.
Because not only do you get those credits, but you also get the experiences that come along with the program. And also you learn a lot of other things while being in JROTC and taking those courses, like first aid things and just things that you should know about the world.
Right. Once you get those elements, it's kind of hard to take it out of you. So you have it with you, and you can take it, past high school into your career, home life, things like that. And about learning, what else can you learn from JROTC? Like, what events can make you learn about those type of things?
So a good one that we have, it's about right in the middle of the year, is we have our military ball. It's an annual thing that we do. It's hosted by our cadets. The cadets run the whole thing, which helps cadets with, they talk to companies. They really just figure out a lot of things. They learn a lot about planning and what all goes into it and finances. And because there's a certain budget you have to stay within. And then military ball is also a really fun thing that our cadets, they look forward to it every year. It's like,
Right.
Oh, I can't wait for mill ball because it's such a fun time.
Is it better than prom?
I think it is better than prom because while our prom is incredible, it is only for seniors. And so our military ball is open to our whole JROTC program. They can bring a date. The seniors get recognized at the program. And we have special guests. We have a special guest do a speech. And we do a lot of fun things recognizing our team and our battalion and the accomplishments they've made throughout the year so far. So I think it's better than prom, but I also have a little bit of bias behind that because with my position in the battalion, I also plan our military ball. So, of course, I'm going to say it's better. But
Benitez, what do you think about that?
You see, adding on to being more fun than prom, it really is. Being able to be with all different grade levels and whatnot, and having those close friendships, you have more of a connected side with everyone. So it's not just like three separate groups of different people. It's everyone as a family come together, and they have a lot of fun with it. And as Paige Turner said, she had a lot of bias in it. I don't. From an outside perspective, it's still really fun, and it's really enjoyable being able to do that every year in your JROTC program career.
Benitez, I've heard things about you being the mill ball king.
All right,
What do you have to say?
Don't even get me started on that. I easily won that. It was really fun though. There's always for prom, there's a prom king and queen. We have the same thing with our military ball. We have our king and queen. As your former military ball king,
Right.
It was one of the best things you have. You get all your friends to start pushing you around, and be like, "Oh, look, it's the military ball king." It's a fun title to have, but nothing compares to being able to be there with all your friends, and you get announced as the mill ball king.
Right. What can make somebody hesitant to join JROTC despite all of the events, the friendships, career paths? Like, what can make somebody not want to join?
Definitely uniforms. As much as we hate them, it's only once or twice a week,
Right.
if even, and it's not that bad. It's uncomfortable, yes, but you get used to it. And at the end of the day, apart from the uniform, everything's just great. All the teamwork you can have with different people and all the teams you're part of, all the friendships and all the memories you build as you go with all 4 years.
Another thing that can make people hesitant is that they think it is a military, straight to the military, and you're pretty much signing a contract, and you are not.
Oh,
It is no sort of recruitment program, and people are like, anytime they see someone in JROTC, they're like, "Oh, you're joining the military." No, I am not. I'm not a part of the military. I'm a high school student that's just looking to find something that'll better myself, and JROTC is that.
Right. Are there any events that take place in the summer? So you said you've had North Carolina and you're a part of that, but any other camps or anything like that?
We have JCLC, JROTC Cadet Leadership Camp. It's something like that. It's a camp we go to in the different base every year, and you're there with I think 20 other cadets, and then at different schools. So you're paired up with 2 schools. You have a lot of fun. You spend 4 days, 3 nights. And overall, it's one of the best experiences you can experience in the summer. You're just gone with a lot of the cadets there. You grow a lot closer. For example, me and Jared Gardner, we both went together. Probably some of our best times and best memories we had. There's like some questionables we can share. And then there's the ones where we had fun, where we had, I want to say we were at Sonic and we were just all laughing together. And all of a sudden, some people just come up to us. They're like, "Are y'all in the military?" We're like, "No." We started laughing about it. Then some guy just comes up. Whenever other cadet set was there, was like, yeah, we're definitely in the military. And you could tell that man was not in the military.
Another fun thing about JCLC is even if you are an underclassman, you get to test out those leadership abilities that you have.
Right.
And it's not just thrown into the older cadets, and like the freshmen and sophomores get a chance of leading people and seeing what they're like. And then also at JCLC, you do a bunch of different fun things all throughout the week. But one of my favorite memories from when I went was the rappelling tower.
Oh,
It's so much fun. You've got a certain amount of time. You can go as many times as you can, and people are running up those stairs trying to get in because it's such a fun experience.
so about this camp, is it free to the JROTC cadets?
It's free to those cadets that are selected by our instructors. So you go and, you're like, here's my medical stuff and whatnot to make sure you're reliable and you're actually good to go. Once you're there, it's all free. It's all paid for. You get food, housing, and you get the trip to go in the summer and you have a great experience.
It is a very harsh selection, though. They're going to take the best of the best cadets. They're not just going to pick anyone to go. And it's an opportunity and experience. So they're not trying to waste that on anyone who's not going to use that to their most.
Right. All right. So with the leadership, I've heard that you guys have transitioned, right, into the new staff roles and the new big three. So do you have any kind words for them and any advice?
I really just want to say best of luck. There's a lot of new switches coming up, as some people know, some people may not know. Our senior Army instructor, Colonel Jeffrey Gaylord, he's actually has a new job over at the district.
Oh, wow.
And so our new senior Army instructor is Chief Eric Hopper. And so I know a lot of people are looking forward to that, with him being in leadership in that big old role up there. And so I know that a lot of cadets are looking forward to that. And they're also just looking forward to their new position. So I just want to say best of luck and keep your heads up, because it does get hard, but it is so worth it in the end.
Oh, and, not to exclude our favorite instructor, we have First Sergeant James Hart. He's also still going to be our Army instructor. And to all the upcoming leadership, it's a big jump, especially with our new SAI, our senior Army instructor, and our new district Army instructor. It's going to be a lot of different experiences and whatnot, but I know y'all do great, and I hope for the best for y'all.
That's a really big leap from an SAI to a DAI, right? So what can you expect from your next AI?
I'm not really sure, but what I'm expecting is great things from them. Knowing we got a new AI, Chief Hopper, about 2 years ago, and we got a lot of great things from him. So I'm hoping we get a lot of great things from our new Army instructor that is coming for next year.
And Paige?
Really it's going to be, JROTC is such a fun program. And being a senior, I mean, this is our last thing, being the big three. It's our last thing that we're doing all together. And so I know that we're really just excited for next year. And actually, I'm going to brag on our host a little bit. Jared Garner, he's got a new leadership position this year. So I know we're all looking forward to see what he can do, because he's already done so much with his position. He's had it for like a month.
What can I say? Anything you can say to the 8th graders?
It's a really fun program. And I know it's scary and high school scary, but JROTC is something that it gets you in a little bit of a closer family and within the school, and that you always have people supporting you and behind your back.
I would definitely recommend joining. Obviously, there's going to be the uniform, but that's not bad. And the PT, it's definitely not that bad. Get your friends on it. You'll make new friends if, the ones you have right now. You make a lot of friends and whatnot. And I think it's just a better experience than being outside of church, outside of like JROTC.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'm here with
Luis Benitez,
Paige Turner,
Kieran Schaffner.
this was Behind the Blaze, and this is all the time we got. So go Blaze.
Go Blaze.
Blaze.
All right.